Once again, hello everyone. Today we are going to do a new quiz called Guess the Celebrity Quiz from Videoquizstar website, and this offer is available in Fiverr offer wall. Those who are using Fiverr offer, you can see this offer. But before starting the quiz, I want to tell you that please don't try to copy the thumbnail and clips of this video because I have watermarked the images of this video and even the thumbnail. So if you want to risk yourself, then you can. Otherwise, I will give you one copyright strike. So now let's start the quiz. Now this coming question has got the two version or type, so I want you to watch the image very carefully and the animal in that image so that you will get 100% score in this quiz. For example, in version 1 of this question, if you find this sort of animal, you can see here this sort of animal that I have marked, then the correct answer is CAT, cat. So please click cat if you see this sort of animal in this picture. Now in version 2 of this question, if you see this sort of animal, you can see here this sort of animal, then the correct answer is greyhound. So click greyhound if you see this sort of animal in the picture, okay? This coming question also has got the two version or type, so I want you to watch the alternatives or the options, especially the options very carefully because each version differ from each other in options or alternatives. For example, in version 1 of this question, if you find these sort of alternatives, you can see here these sort of alternatives, then the correct answer is these alternatives. The question image is same but the alternatives are different. So if you find these sort of alternatives, then that's the correct answer, okay? Now in version 2 of this question, if you find these sort of alternatives, then that's your correct answer. So I want you to see the alternatives very carefully as it differs the two version of this question. Now this coming question also has got the two version or type, so I want you to watch the image and also the respective options or the alternatives very carefully. For example, in version 1 of this question, if you find this sort of image, you can see this sort of image or this sort of question, especially you can see this here you have to see carefully, then the correct answer is this option. Now in version 2 of this question, you can see the hair is now a little bit different than that of the previous version, but the answer is the same girl, green dress girl. So please click this, okay? It's just a minor difference between two. Now this coming question also has got the two version or type just like the previous one, so I want you to watch the image and also the options or the alternatives very carefully. For example, in version 1 of this question, if you find this sort of image in the question, then the correct answer is the image that is on the right hand side of this picture. So just see the image as well as the options or alternatives carefully. Now in version 2 of this question, just read the question. There is a little bit different, that's called with the building's footprint. It is said building's footprint. So if you find this sort of image or the building's footprint, then the correct answer is this house. You can see here this house. Just click this house if you got this sort of blueprint question. Now this coming question has got the 4 version or type, and you need to find the correct flag of the silhouette that is indicated in the picture. So please watch the image very carefully. For example, in version 1 of this question, if you see this sort of silhouette of the country, you can see here this sort of silhouette, then the correct answer is the flag that I have shown on the right hand side of this picture. You can see here this picture. Now in version 2 of this question, if you find this sort of silhouette or the map of the silhouette, you can see here, then the correct answer is the flag that I have shown in right hand side of this picture. You can see this one. Now in version 3 of this question, if you find this sort of image, then the correct answer for this sort of image or the silhouette or the map, you can see here, then the correct answer is the flag, or you can see here this flag, the France flag. Now the last version of this question, in this question, if you see this sort of map or the flag, you can see here, then the correct answer is the flag on the right hand side. That's called the Peru flag, or a country called Peru. Its flag is this, okay?
I don't need to tell you that it's over. And I know if I come any closer.
Now this coming question has got the 2 version or type. So I want you to watch the alternatives or the options given very carefully, or I'll give you some hints. So the first hint is that you can see a number 1 hint is that the number 1 circle, you can see in the circle, it should be straight one, not a slanted one. Okay, it should be a straight one, the thing that I have circled in number 1. And number 2, there must be a window. You can see here number 2, there must be a window. And in number 3, you have to see the circle one, there must be 2 lights in number 3. And in number 4, you have to see that there must be at least one of the circle, black circled one. You can see number 4. And in number 5, you must have to see the railings. Okay, in number 5. And there is one more hint. You must have to see the color of the ocean. Okay, if you find this sort of color of the ocean, then that's the correct answer. Now in version 1 of this question, you can see here, this is the correct answer. It's because it fulfilled all the criteria that I have told, and the main criteria is the color of the ocean. You can see the color of the ocean, that's the correct answer. Okay. Now in version 2, although you can see the lights on the lighthouse is different, all they are black, but the color of the ocean is same, so I have clicked it as the correct answer. So you must have to see the color of the ocean. Okay. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment and share.